how to set big goals and accomplish them. How to, do anything that you put your mind to when it comes to a young man. Before we get started, I just got this new hoodie. Fucking pink hoodie. Big extra large jumper. Nice and cozy, nice and warm. I want to wear this hoodie for this video because I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. Anyway, how to set big goals and accomplish them. Had a little think about this, and my experience as setting big goals and going out to do my absolute best to accomplishing them. For example, I used to be an amateur boxer in New Zealand. Well, I am in New Zealand at the moment. And when I was about 15 years old to 20 years old, I was competing in amateur boxing. So I had about 37 amateur boxing matches. My truest desire and my biggest goal was to become one of the greatest boxers of all time. And during that long journey or that pathway, it's kind of built the character that I have today and built who I am when it comes to this content journey. And the confidence that I have in front of the camera is the same confidence that was built over time with wins, losses, embarrassments, celebrations, testing my discipline, high pressure moments, being uncomfortable, being hurt, all that sort of stuff from my amateur boxing career. During that time, I was so obsessed as a young kid and I was consumed with the thought and the vision of becoming someone really great at the sport. Someone that could get to a high pinnacle in the world at boxing when I turned professional eventually. And then was able to inspire people with my words through my interviews, through the camera work, through everything like that. And throughout that long journey, I realized how hard it was to juggle a full-time job whilst competing against the top amateurs in New Zealand. And a lot of the top amateurs in New Zealand didn't have full-time jobs. They didn't have something that would tire them out before they went to training. A lot of them didn't. All they did was train 2 to 3 times a day. They focused on their diet. They got their 10 hours of sleep, 8 hours of sleep, 9 hours of sleep, whatever. They made sure they were 100% ready. They had recovery. They had all this sort of stuff. And I was competing against people like that. So obviously I was getting fucking wrecked by some of these guys, right? I was having to work labor jobs and rip up old carpet, old vinyl, go to training after work, still give 100%, and do that throughout weeks and weeks and weeks before I had to have a fight. And I was fighting at least once a month, sometimes twice a month, and yeah, it got pretty frequent. So at that point, as a young kid, I had a big goal. The goal was to become one of the greatest boxers of all time. That's a fucking big, ambitious goal that anyone, it's the biggest goal that I could aim for. That's who I am, though. I am someone that will strive for the top echelon of any realm. So whatever endeavor I'm trying to pursue. For now, right now, it's content creation. Right now, it's trying to build up a fan base on my YouTube, to be able to show my self-development, to share my experiences with my own development, to help you with your self-development, your self-improvement, improving areas like your social skills, your confidence, your looks, your mindsets, all of these different areas that will correlate to a fulfilling lifestyle. That's what I want to pursue, and that's what I want to try and help with. So during this journey, my goal is to try and get to hundreds and thousands of people, lots and lots of people. And I have this kind of mindset where I don't need it right away, and I don't really need it right now. I won't need it for the next 20 years, to be honest, and I'm willing to be consistent and pursue it for a long period of time. So sharing the story about when I was younger and pursuing boxing, that is something where that taught me I had a big goal. It was very ambitious. You could say that it was quite silly to think that it was even possible for me to achieve that sort of thing. One of the greatest boxers of all time. You're from New Zealand. I wasn't brought up in a stable household. I wasn't brought up with the best cards dealt. I was born 3 months premature, which means that I wasn't even fully developed yet before I got cut out of my mum. I was see-through as a little baby. I was really, really, really tiny. I was the weight of half a pound of butter. I lived in an incubator to keep me alive for the majority of the beginning of my life. The doctor said that I was going to be either special needs or I was going to be dead. And I'm not special needs. I'm alive. And I had pursued a lot of amateur fights. I lost a lot. I won a lot. And I've won Golden Gloves in New Zealand. I've won a competition called Auckland Champs in Auckland, New Zealand as well. I've also lost both those competitions before as well. So being a young guy, pursuing a big goal, trying my absolute best, being kind of brainwashed in the fact that it was possible. I believe anything's possible for me. I'm someone that has always backed himself, and no matter the odds or anything, I've always believed in myself. So a few of the key points that I can take from the story of myself. You could look at me now and be like, oh, what do you know? You tried to pursue to be one of the greatest boxers of all time. You technically have failed. Why would you listen to me? You would listen to me because one thing that I can say for a fact, I can say this for a fact. This is a straight up, okay, this is just a straight up fact, okay? This is the third time I fucking said it. But when it comes to successful people achieving big goals in their life, some of the few key things they need are some of the things that I have. Now, one is actually believing that you are capable of doing that thing. If you can't back yourself, if you can't have that belief in yourself that you're capable of doing it, whatever this endeavor is, whatever this goal is, it could be even something small, bro. I'm making this sound real deep, and you could just simply just want to finish your homework, and that could be a goal of yours. Sure, so be it. But you have to believe that you can complete that homework in the first place. And now this is going to be more of a deeper, more insider video about like the bigger picture of your life and shit. Okay, so it's gonna be quite deep. If this is about your homework or this is about something small, you might still be able to use this advice, but yeah, this is going to be quite deep. You're going to have to believe that you are going to be able to achieve this thing fully. You have to back yourself. You have to have that confidence that, yeah, why not? Why the fuck not? You've got 2 arms, you've got 2 eyes, hopefully. You've been blessed with a certain amount of cards, and if you're able to be consistent, persistent, try your absolute best, find out new ways, use every single tool you have, meet new people, open up new doors with your social skills, make yourself as presentable as you can, train as hard as you can if it's a sport. If you did your absolute best and you backed yourself and you believe in yourself, then of course you can do it. Look, if I didn't work a full-time job and I was able to give 110% to my trainings, I was able to give 110% to my diet, I was able to fully focus on just being the best boxer I could be, I would have produced a way better amateur career than I did. I know that for a fact. If I turned pro now, didn't have to work a full-time job, and I was able to give everything to training, no doubt I would be a great professional boxer in New Zealand. So I know those things. So for yourself, in this individual goal that you have, if it's a big goal and you want to achieve it, you're going to have to believe that you can do it. This content creation journey for me, when I want to be a speaker, I want to develop my speaking, my confidence, being able to frame things, say things in the right way, everything like that. This takes development. This takes improvement over a long period of time. And now I wasn't as good as I am now, as I was when I started. This was a progression phase. And also okay, step 1 is believing you can fucking do it. It's cliche, but you gotta listen. You gotta believe me. You have to be that goal. You have to believe that you are that person. I already am a leader. I'm a leader. I'm already doing it. I'm making YouTube videos. These videos are gonna be up here forever. I'm already progressing. I'm on my path. I'm winning. I'm already doing it. I'm a leader already. I want to be a leader. I am a leader. Look at me. I am a leader. Look at me. I'm leading. I'm teaching. I'm doing it. I'm doing it in my own life. Whatever. I do this. I does this. The next thing is you need to try your absolute best. All right. And I already said it briefly in that last point, was that believing in yourself, but try your absolute best. Do your absolute best to find out what tools are necessary for you to get to that next level, to get to that point B. Keep trying to meet people, socialize, talk to this person, that person, this person. This person has what you want, talk to them, ask how they got it. If this person has what you desire to get next, the confidence they have, the way they're able to go about things, ask them how they do it. Ask questions, learn, read the right books, learn, watch the right videos, learn, do your absolute best, tick every single box that you can so you can progress in that endeavor towards that direction. Another thing is you have to be fucking patient. All right, this is a third point. The thing that I learned from myself in my amateur boxing journey to get to that big giant goal is that you got to be fucking patient. And now at a certain point with my endeavor, which was boxing, you cannot fucking half-ass it. You can't disrespect the sport. You will get hurt. It's not like soccer. It's not like basketball where you can kind of like jog and half-ass it and you'll be fine. You'll be fine the next day. You can't half-ass boxing. You can't half-ass any fighting sport. You either all or nothing. And if you half-ass it, you will get hurt. And it's not wise to do that at all. You'll lose brain cells. You'll lose your ability to speak. You'll lose your ability to think. It's not worth it. So in my certain situation, I kind of needed to make a choice at a certain point and decided, no, I'm not stupid. I'm wiser than this. I'm more mature than this. I need to move on from boxing and go pursue something else, which is now I can just fucking be a leader of what I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to inspire people. I've always wanted to help people in any way that I can. And so this is my chance, my opportunity. So here we are.